What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. As always, thank you for clicking in on it. So this video is going to be a continuation of my last video, which you can find right here. But in that one, I basically gave you a quick rundown of a method I use to kind of help me de-stress after work and turn my brain off when I leave. So the quick 1-minute version of that is just that I write myself an email that says what I did today, what I have to do tomorrow, so that my mind doesn't race trying to figure out, okay, what do you have to do tomorrow? Basically, that's the synopsis, but I encourage you to watch that video. But in this one, we're gonna talk about the next thing that I do to help me turn off and relax at the end of the workday. Okay, so we'll get right into it. Again, hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, all that good stuff. And so the way that I kind of relax and turn off once I do get home is by doing 30 minutes of yoga every single day. So after work, get home, 5 o'clock, whatever, I have to do my 30 minutes of yoga. There's just something about it that helps me really relax and turn my brain off. And if you're like me, I mentioned in the last video, I work a desk job, so I'm sitting a lot for 8 hours a day, right? And it's kind of just human nature, right? That you kind of just hunch over on the keyboard on the computer, and your neck might be a little cranked, and you don't even realize it, right? So I'm not immune to that either, right? But coming home and doing yoga kind of just like unwinds a little bit. So if I end the day hunched over like this, and I do some yoga, then I can go back to like my normal upright posture, right? So it just feels really good on a biomechanical, like physical body level, right? And then when you're doing it, it also feels amazing from a like mental perspective too, because I've been doing yoga ever since like 2020, since the pandemic started. So it's been 2.5 years or whatever. And so I know like all of the different cues already and all of the different poses. And so I kind of almost just do yoga with my eyes closed. And it's just like a very relaxing experience where you get to move and it feels good. And it's very enjoyable. And so it's a non-negotiable for me these days. I have to do it after work. My girlfriend knows that I'm not fully present until after I do my yoga. Like after work, my brain is fried. I've done a lot of different tasks throughout the day, and I'm just tired, right? And kind of like anybody else would be. And for me, I found that doing yoga in the evening really helps me. And so rather than like come home, sit down for dinner and talk immediately, we have figured out that I come home, say hello, go do yoga, and then come back after that 30 minutes, sit down and eat, and I'm fully present and able to give her my full undivided attention. Whereas if I don't do my yoga, it's a lot more difficult for me, and then it kind of just makes it more draining, and then I'm even more tired after that, and then I wake up tired the next day. And it's just yoga really, like having that 30 minutes is not much, but it really helps me. And so I don't plan on stopping it anytime soon. And I really encourage you guys, if you have a hard time like turning off or not being fully present with your significant other or your spouse, try it, right? And the next thing I too wanted to talk about was that yoga is just my version of doing it, right? I would encourage you guys to do any kind of exercise after work, because there's something beneficial to the mind and to the body, obviously, about exercise, right? And so if you want to go to the gym, by all means, go to the gym. If you want to go out for a walk, go out for a walk. If you want to do yoga like me, do yoga, right? Something. And it just kind of helps you unwind, right? And the reason I prefer yoga is I feel like I'm not a big weightlifter or trying to gain a bunch of strength at the moment kind of person, but so I like yoga because it's how do you explain it? It's like working on your flexibility and kind of like your joints. And so if you're hunched over all day and you go straight to the gym and you just like squatting a bunch of weight, which more power to you, but you get there and then you're under the bar and you're hunched over like this is not a biomechanically safe movement, right? In a squat, you want to have good posture, chest up, all that stuff, right? So I like yoga because if I end the day like this at work, I kind of unwind and I'm kind of standing straighter at the end of it. So I feel like it's a little more biomechanically safe. Again, you choose whatever kind of exercise you want to, and if you decide, oh, you know what, maybe 2 days a week I'll do yoga and 3 days a week I'll go lift, like, okay, cool, like then it's incorporated, then you're not just getting under the bar like this every single time you go, right? So I absolutely love yoga, if you can't tell. And you might be watching this and you might be saying, bro, I got mouths to feed, I got clothes to wash, like I got kids running around. How am I supposed to do 30 minutes of yoga? Nobody's trying to tell you have to do 30 minutes, right? Can you escape for 5 minutes? Can your husband or wife watch the kids for 5 minutes and you get some peace? Can you get 10 minutes? Whatever amount of time you can get, I highly advocate for you to get it. And the point of my life right now that I'm in is I can get 30 minutes in every day, right? And it's not going to be like that forever, but as of right now, that's what I'm doing and that's what I'm sticking to. So I encourage you to just figure out how much time you can get and just take that time guilt-free, like just turn your brain off as much as you can. It's kind of impossible to turn it off as much as you really want to, but just try, and over time you'll get better at it too. And just take that time for you and just be selfish with it, okay? So the last thing I want to talk about is the platform I use to do my yoga, and it's on the Peloton platform, okay? I absolutely love Peloton. I don't have the bike and I don't have the treadmill. All I have is the mobile app, okay? And so this thing is fantastic. It's like $13 a month, and oh, sorry, something fell in my kitchen. It's like $13 a month, right? And not only do you get access to yoga, but you get access to strength classes, strength, yoga, meditation, HIIT cardio, stretching, like outdoor running or walking. If you have the treadmill, then you can obviously take those. If you have the bike, then you can obviously take those. In addition to that, there's like different programs you can start. So if you've never done yoga for 1 minute in your life, there's a beginner yoga program, and it'll tell you, okay, take this class every day for the next 8 days or whatever it is. And there's just like, if you want to go from couch to 5K or like those types of programs where you're not super active and you want to become like a runner, like there's programs for that, and it tells you exactly what classes to take, how many days in between each class and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, and Peloton has so many awesome instructors as well, and like you'll definitely you start taking classes from different instructors, and you'll definitely find your favorites. So if you do go with the Peloton app, Kristen McGee is fantastic in the yoga category. Aditi is awesome in the yoga category, and I also like Ross Rayburn. And the last thing too I'll say about the instructors and the classes, especially when it comes to yoga, is that they have these evening yoga flows, like they're dedicated for after work, like just to wind down. You can do it right before bed, you can do it when I do it, like right after work, but they're specifically programmed in such a way that you're doing poses that lend itself to kind of just shutting off and kind of winding down and preparing your body for sleep in a few hours. And so they're fantastic. I can't speak highly enough about them. And no, this is not sponsored. I'm not paid to say that. I use this app every single day. All right. You can, like I said, you can use any application you want or any program to do yoga or to do workouts. So feel free to experiment, find what works for you. And clearly the Peloton app is the one that works best for me. Last thing I'll say, if you happen to be a United Healthcare member with your medical insurance, I don't know if it's active when you're watching this, but today is June 12th, 2022. And I just signed up last week via my work insurance, and I got the Peloton app for free for a year. So I just signed up and I saved $150, right? I have been paying it, the $13 a month, but now I get 12 months free. So that's a cool little perk and consideration if you happen to have United Healthcare. If not, I'm not sure if any other insurance providers have promos like that, but I wouldn't be surprised. But anyways, that's all I have for you in this video. So again, just really, I encourage you guys to try to do some sort of movement after work to help you kind of turn off and wind down, move your body, because I'm pretty sure most of us are, relatively sedentary at work. And you know, like we try to move, and like at lunch you go downstairs, whatever, but there's something different about dedicated exercise. And so whether it's weightlifting or whether it's swimming or whether it's yoga, right, like choose something that you like, and I really encourage you to stick to it. So if you do that and you enjoy it, please come back to this video, leave me a comment. I would really be interested to know how it helped you. And yeah, so just want to say thank you one last time. Thanks for tuning in, for clicking on the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.